Cadence of Conflict, Asia, March 18, 2019. Drama and Theatrics. The U.S. might be in a position to enforce the Magnitsky Act against China. Now, like Taiwan before, the U.S. is taking the pot shots. It compares to Tony Stark's Iron Man tossing rocks at a tank to provoke the tank before obliterating the tank. Talk of talks about trade with China while focusing on more military money for what Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan calls China, China, China. That's not an effort to make peace with a country that wants it, but an effort to irritate a not-so-closet adversary into justifying a retaliatory victory. China will see the U.S. as two-faced, never figuring out that the U.S. is intentionally getting under Beijing's skin because the Chinese don't know how easily irritable their view of themselves makes them. Then there's Korea. In a retelling from The Godfather Part 3, we might say that Kim wouldn't do this without backing. By rumbling about nuking up again, Kim is flexing muscles that shouldn't be flexed, but only would be flexed if someone, say like Xi Jinping, were whispering support in his ear. More is going on than even Trump may be revealing, even if Kim's rumblings are all for show. If tensions rise between the U.S. and Northern Korea, China would be the likely backstage culprit. That would mean that tension in the Koreas would justify U.S. action against China. Yet another tank rock to toss. Then we have mellow theatrics worse than damn lies, statistics. If Trump's poll numbers were to suddenly plummet, nothing would bring them back like a victory against ever more unpopular China, now at 41% in America. That makes Trump, 47 as of Tuesday, more popular than China. If House Democrats were to take action against Trump, that might encourage China that he would not be able to sustain action against China, when actually a victorious action against China would bring up his popularity to make him politically immune to House Democrats. The freedom and opinion-driven dynamics of American politics eludes Chinese strategists, another front on which Beijing is likely to miscalculate. If Trump's popularity were to slip just before a conflict with China, it could have been intentional as a means to provoke China into thinking that China is stronger against the U.S. than it is. But China will never figure it out. Like the cat chasing the laser pen's dot, they never figure it out. And that is the cadence of the conflict already seen in the Pacific.